my friend told me that he had to leave, which made me sad. I was pleading with him not to go. He said, I must, unless you let me all in. All you have to say is I let you in. Of course, I did that night. I had the worst nightmare, and when I woke up, I was covered neck down in scratches like a cat attacked me. Follower horror stories, let's get creeped out. This next one is from Awesome Kaylee 2. This is a be careful what you wish for type story. When I was 7, I moved in with my brother and his family with my mom because her and my dad split. Being on the neurodivergent spectrum, making friends was very hard, especially when I was the new girl in 3rd grade. I was getting bullied because of some of my odd behavior and didn't really have any friends. This is important. Around some time, my mother was really getting into ghost adventures and things like that, and of course had me watch with her, which I fell in love with. I thought it would be cool to have that as a job. Well, when I was around 8, I was in my room playing, as usual, after a fight me and my mom had about grades and me not wanting to go to school. I pretty much told her about the bullying and no friends, all that fun stuff. After she left, a boy started to appear in my doorway. He looked to be a preteen, what I call emo, black hair, pale white shirt, black skinny jeans. I didn't know his name, but I could hear him talk to me and I had fun. He was my friend. Some time goes, oh, hi baby. Someone wants to hang out and listen to the story. Some time goes by, and after my friend showed up, a dark figure was showing up in my room at night, always in the top left corner of my room, away from my bed. It was big and always scared me. My friend would tell me, it's okay, it won't hurt you. After some time, my friend told me that he had to leave, which made me sad. I was pleading with him not to go. He said, I must, unless you let me all in. All you have to say is I let you in. Of course, I did that night. I had the worst nightmare, and when I woke up, I was covered neck down in scratches like a cat attacked me. When I showed my family, they actually did blame the cat, but I hated having the cat sleep with me. I even kept my door shut and always made sure the cat wasn't in my room because it liked to bite and was declawed. Little did I know that that night I made a big mistake. Over the next 8 years, I would have extremely vivid and terrifying nightmares of little girls in have red on them with red eyes and a tall shadow man with red eyes, all of them screaming for me to join them. I started to develop depression and anxiety. My bed would shake violently. That's terrifying. I would wake up with scratches. I tried to tell my mother, but she never believed me, and at this time was a hardcore Baptist. So I turned to God, begging for him to make it stop. It would keep my cross necklace over my headboard. I remember waking up a few times to see it either knocked off or upside down. When I lived in my brother's house, if I was alone and downstairs, I would hear noises upstairs banging, whispering, laughing, and sometimes when I looked up the stairs, I would see red eyes that would be at knee level if I was standing next to it. My relationship with my mother was bad. We were starting to fight more and more. Then I hit 16 and I met a girl at school. We got close, so close. She showed me paganism and witchcraft. My first spell I attempted was to bind this demon to a Ouija board that I just got. It failed, and then I started reading, and over time, the attacks got fewer and fewer, and over time, I gained somewhat control with the creature. This demon, now my familiar. What? I named it Giggly because when it likes to show itself, it giggles and has a Chester smile with bright yellow cat eyes. The path is spirit work, I guess you could say. I got the job I always wanted, even though sometimes I wake up with scratches and my bed shakes or I get nightmares, but it's not like it used to be. My third eye is wide open and sometimes looking in the shadows isn't very pleasant. It was scary, but now I'm a witch that uses spirit's energy to do hocus pocus. LOL. Giggly is now your friend? Giggly's now your familiar? I didn't see that coming at the end, did you? That's crazy. Wowzers.
Wow, that was a really scary story. I don't even know how to digest this because it seems to be a very long story. You know, this woman for years and years when she was younger till now she's an adult and she actually has a job and she figured it out how all of these happen. You know, all these episodes, they seem quite consistent and frequent. And if it was me, I would just freak out. She must have been so tired because she cannot fall asleep, or as quick as she does fall asleep, she starts to have these horrendous nightmares, and that's just not good. She was struggling a lot, and then she said like, I don't want to go to school anymore. And then when she was at home, there is this little boy approaching her like from the outside of the house. But is this actually a real person? Is this like an imaginary person? Is this a real person but only in spirit and not as a body? Or maybe it was someone else's body. You know, there's so many things that you can think about this, so many ways, because this is not one way straight. I mean, this world is so different, you know, when we're talking about spirits and then people connecting to vibes and energies. There's a range of different beliefs and the way people feeling it, right? And then you can tell she was quite sensible, and she could feel it, could just see and hear this stuff. Even her subconscious, when she was asleep, it was trying to tell us something. But what is this something, you know? What's the story behind it? Because the little boy said, I have to go. And she was like very frustrated, upset and sad because she finally had a friend who to talk to every single day. The only person that she could talk to was running out. And then he said like, oh, I can only stay, or I can only help you if you let me in, if you let me fully in. Oh God, I'm starting to get shivers and then like thinking about all of this, because you know, some people they experience these episodes, and some people they haven't never seen anything like that. But you know, it's obviously a unique experience, and you have to be really respectful and take things easy, because you know, you can't really joke about this stuff. This is serious. And unfortunately, she has been experiencing these visits, these visions, these nightmares, and thankfully now she's a bit older. She got a job that she wanted, and you know, she managed to manage stuff to kind of, she knows what she's doing. And I'm really glad she found a path, and she, you know, kind of knows what she's doing. But again, this world is so wide, you have to be careful with all the energies you're connected to. But definitely something very interesting to hear about, and a bit scary as well. But yeah, I think I want to hear more about these episodes. What about you?